You've done your manifesting work, you've visualized and made your affirmations, but somehow things in your life stays the same, or sometimes they even get worse. I'm going to teach you how to correct and adjust it so that whatever method of manifesting you are doing, use this technique to get what you want. Namaste, Sacred Masters. I'm Dr. Iwas Yukehi, Shadow Work NLP Manifestation Coach, and I'm here to help you with your shadow work and manifesting questions, as well as give you tips on new ways you can practice your self-growth. So don't forget to subscribe for Grabovio numbers on Tuesdays, pick a card shadow work on Thursdays, and shadow work manifesting tips on Sundays, so that you don't miss anything that can improve your life and find your light in the darkness. Today, we're going to talk about the many frustrations for those of you who practice manifesting, but find nothing is happening for them, or at the very least, not in time. You see, by using the law of attraction, you're using only one law. There are many laws to follow, but specifically, we're going to focus on 3 laws that is common in lack of results of manifesting. If you want a full 12 laws list, you can click on the link above or in the description box below. I'll also put the link at the end of the video. But let's look at these 3 laws. Law of relativity, law of rhythm, and law of inspired action. You see, without these laws and just using the law of attraction, it is like buying a new car but never be able to drive it. It is like buying a new car but the engine or steering wheel is missing. Let me explain. Suppose the law of attraction is a car. In relation, the law of relativity would be the engine. Why is that? Suppose you're manifesting wealth and money. You visualize your nice house, plenty of money in the bank, you visualize where you're going on vacation, and all the other good stuff. Am I on the right path? But when you look in your reality, you see bills, you see debts, you have little to no money in the bank. You're living paycheck by paycheck. What happened? You have bills to pay and no money in the bank. You're practically freaking out. Don't worry, this is why you put the law of relativity to work. But before I show you how to do it, I want you to step back first and be aware that your manifestations aren't complete. You see, most people only visualize half of the results that they want. They don't visualize fully, but rather they fantasize. Suppose you're trying to manifest money. If you only visualize the good things you can do with that money, then you're not being realistic. You see, having money or a business means that you have more bills to pay if you have a bigger house. Having a bigger business means you have more employees to feed if you expand it. These are all things that in order for your manifestations to appear for you, you have to learn how to deal with these things. If you couldn't handle a $150 electric bill for your apartment, how will you handle that $600 electric bill for your 5-bedroom house? Until you learn to appreciate those aspects of it, you are cluing the universe that you're not ready for it yet. And this is where the law of relativity comes in. Relativism exists in all things, and meaning comes down to our perspective and perception. We look at bills and see them as bad, when in reality, it is neutral, especially to the universe. You look at bills as bad, but think about all the bills you have paid in the past and how there are so many people in the world who are envious of you that you were able to do it. Because bills, electricity, water, and everything else are part of the big house or mansion you want to manifest. You must accept and be grateful for them too. When you look at your bill, can you be grateful that you are paying for such convenient access to things? Focus on what you have received and what you continue to receive rather than looking at it as, my money is about to be gone. When you are able to do it, you are signaling to the universe you are ready for bigger things. Bigger bills for a bigger house. Remember, they are all part of the package. Whenever you feel down for something that is causing you to lose money, focus instead of what you are receiving or have received and learn to practice gratitude for it. Thus, your channels begin to open up. The same thing applies to love as well. If you are manifesting love and all you focus on is the good times, the beautiful dates, the cuddling or sex, you forget that relationships have arguments as well. But are arguments bad? Or can you use the law of relativity to see arguments as opportunities of growth and being able to learn more about your partner? You have to be ready for all aspects of your manifestations. Otherwise, they merely stay as fantasies and it's not real manifesting. This brings us to the second law I want to talk about, which is the law of rhythm. The law of rhythm states that the energy of the universe is like a pendulum. Everything goes in cycles. Like the farmer needs to work hard to plant crops, it will bloom in the next cycle. The same thing happens to us all as well. Think of the law of rhythm as the wheels of the car. Using the metaphor that I used earlier, the wheels of the car will continue to move and there will be ups and downs to everything. Again, the bigger your manifestations are, the bigger the pendulum swings. Which also means there could be more stress and headaches. Imagine if you expanded your business. Instead of just you working, you have 5 people working for you. But people fall sick, they might have personal problems, and you have to deal with all those as well. Again, use the law of relativity and understand that there is no bad or good, only our perception of it. I have never been in a rut or had low vibrations and stayed there forever. Law of rhythm states that things will change around. The problem with people who don't understand this law is that when bad things happen, they freeze up. They become depressed, and their life almost becomes a standstill. If you're diligent and continue to work even when times are rough, you're pulling back the pendulum back further, and when the time comes to harvest your fruits, the pendulum swings much further the other way. In terms of love, most people manifest by wishing to meet the love of their life or a specific partner. They get sad, lonely, and possibly depressed when things are not happening. But what if they took the time to build their life, prepare their house, bought new and extra plates to prepare for this person? They are using this time when single to prepare themselves. Take some self-improvement courses, go to the gym, and turning those things into activities you enjoy. When the law of rhythm comes, the pendulum will swing very big and wide. The third law is called the law of inspired action, the steering wheel. Like the name states, it is when you feel a strong inner urge to go out and do something. Are you actively and consistently going out to build your business to create wealth? Are you dressing better, eating better, going out more to attract love? But this is where you have to pay attention because there is a difference between regular and inspired action. Inspired action is when you are taking action from a place of alignment. You will know it's inspired action when what you do makes time passes away in a blink. You won't feel like you need energy because your alignment will charge you up. Why is that? Because when you act on inspiration, which means you are in alignment too, the universe follows the action. Manifesting and visualizing tells the universe what you want. Law of inspired action makes the universe follow you to that. This is why it's not called the law of action, but the law of inspired action. Regular action is about following the status quo. It's what you do without thought and do it every day. Punching the clock, doing your routine, driving in traffic. If you're doing something only because you think you should be doing it, then you're in regular action mode. Regular mode is going to a 9-to-5 job that you have no passion for, even though you're making money. Inspired mode is when you are building your business in your spare time and you are excited and giddy about it. Regular action is going to the bar and using a pickup line. Inspired action is going to help a person in trouble who turns out to be the partner of your life. This is when you do a job or go to a bar to pick up women, you come back feeling drained. But when you build a business or help someone, you feel energized. So these are the 3 laws of the universe that is common in helping you correct your course when it comes to manifesting. You have to see the difference between manifesting and fantasizing. This is why a kid fantasizing about a bike will not get one. But if he goes out to learn how to ride a bike to prepare himself for it, and loves to look at bikes even when he doesn't own one, chances are the universe will give him what he or she wants through a parent or someone close. This is why many law of attraction coaches are only teaching half-truths, because they do not bother to learn the full spectrum of what they are teaching. And those who follow it word for word are doomed to failure and end up being jaded. For example, the new thing in law of attraction coaches is to teach the law of assumption. This is not a universal law. It is a tool. Assumption is part of the law of attraction, but repackaged so they sound like they're letting you in on a secret when they're merely spouting off the same thing over and over again. Doing that is very dangerous to their students, clients, followers, or subscribers, leaving them confused by results and frustrated many times. If you want me to go into detail of the dangers of the law of assumption, leave a comment and I'll make a video next week on it. Again, the law of assumption is not a law. It's a tool. Be careful what you put out. The 12 laws of the universe are intrinsic, unchanging laws from ancient cultures that function for perfect harmony and order by virtue of them, so the universe exists. Take a look at these 12 laws if you want to learn more about it. You can find it on my video here. It can be a long half-hour video, but your knowledge is my priority. I'll see you there. Namaste.